is a medical office right here in Las Vegas where you can get a detailed look inside your body. You want to look for all those signs and symptoms of something that could be serious and wrong before it happens.
Whole diagnostic on your body. What could you do?
Mhm.
Well, you could see Dr. John Pierce. He's a medical director of Preventative Diagnostic Center, and he can help you maybe save your life. How are you, sir?
Oh, amazing. How are you two doing today?
Doing very well. Let's talk about this. Is pretty unique, not just for the Valley, but frankly, for our part of the country. There's only a couple of these on our side of the coast.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we're blessed to have this very unique technology in CT scanning. And basically, the idea behind it is it actually takes into account the size of the patient and only doses them with the lowest effective dose of radiation to give us the most detailed images. So we can find things down to about the size of a grain of rice that may be wrong. And then people can, depending on what that is, we point them in the right direction for follow up, and they can
Yep.
be well ahead of the game long before any labs or any signs or symptoms would show up.
That's right. And doctor, I've had the test done. It is if you're worried about being claustrophobic, you won't be because it's actually kind of like going into a donut. Your head is never underneath anything. Pretty easy. Anything else we need to know before we come in for the scan?
Like you said, it's fast, 20 seconds or so per scan. We get the results pretty quickly. The results come back within 24 hours from our radiologist, and we try to get those out to the patients. They unless there's something wrong, and then they have to wait for a phone call from me because I want to be able to explain that to someone, kind of what that reading is and what are the next appropriate steps. I don't want somebody to get potentially bad news with little to no understanding of what's going on and get scared. I don't.
Yeah.
That's what we're not looking to do.
Well, I know that heart disease is one of those things that, I mean, my goodness, they call this the silent killer, and it
Mm.
affects a lot of people. You're able to kind of like cut people off at the pass and maybe stop them from having a heart attack.
Absolutely. We found people with significant plaques. We had one gentleman that we had on one of our episodes before that cardiologist didn't do a scan like this, gave him relatively clean bill of health, and lo and behold, he had 80 and 90% blockages that required stenting.
Wow.
So long before he suffered
Wow.
the effects of a heart attack, we were able to find the lesions, and then the cardiologist went in and took care of things. So it was a
Wow.
great success story. We've had plenty of those.
Yeah, in fact, right now, doctor, we're going to hear from a man named Daniel Torres who had a scan, and he's going to share his thoughts with the audience.
And you have some family that has some health history, so
Yeah,
wanting to
family with
know.
cancer, and yeah, just peace of mind.
Absolutely. So you got your report back rather quickly.
Yes.
Actually, first of all, tell us what it was like to get the scan done when you first came here.
Came in, everybody's been real nice. Went technician with the technician in the back, just remove everything from your pockets, belt, sat down, and a couple of minutes you were done.
Very good.
Yeah.
Pain-free, easy,
Yes, very
takes
easy.
minutes.
Right.
So you got your report, like I was saying, in just minutes. And what did you get in your report?
I got an actual report of everything that they found, or within the CD. That way you can share with your doctor.
So the images
Yes.
from your scan and a report from the radiologist.
Yes.
Fabulous. Well, what would you say to other people about coming to Preventative Diagnostic Center?
Just come and get it done. It's quick, painless, and yeah, I mean, you figure stuff out. I mean, to show your doctor if you have concerns, or it's very, very easy.
Pretty awesome. All right. So, for those folks who are watching right now and they're like, oh, yeah, this is definitely for me, you can come in individually, or a lot of people bring their spouses as well.
We actually rarely request them to bring their spouses in because we want both parties in the couple to get the scan. Because a lot of times some of these things can be changed with lifestyle modification, and
Yeah.
if you're going to do something like that, it's better to have everybody in the household doing the same thing than one person doing it all by themselves.
No question. And you actually have a
Yeah.
special that involves everyone in that household. You getting both spouses involved. Tell us about it.
Yeah, basically it's even better than a 2-for-1. So we're doing two scans for $125, and we generally charge $599 per scan. So one heck of a savings.
Yeah, so I think that's About 10%. It's about 10%.
It's
Yeah.
80% savings. Yeah, about 10% of the cost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is incredible. It's great having you. Thank you so much for joining
Dr.
us, my friend.
Pierce, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, take advantage of that special offer. A heart scan with calcium score for $125 for 2 people. It's usually $5.99 per person. Hopefully, if you're like Daniel Torres was a little earlier in their segment, you can catch something nice and early. pdcenterlv.com, the number also right there on your screen. Preventative Diagnostic Center, a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.